Hi, my name is Charlie Cooksey. I'm a St. Louis native, born and raised, and still live here. So I was on a path of attending law school, and then I got a call from Teach for America, and lo and behold, I got placed back in my hometown. So I transitioned from living in the middle of nowhere, where cows walked past my room in undergrad, and then came back home to St. Louis, to my community, which has been traditionally plagued with violence, um, poverty, and dismal education opportunities or lack of opportunities. So when I returned home, that was still true. I joined Teach for America and taught for 2 years and realized that students needed access to an excellent education from the beginning through the end until they're able to pursue their dreams. So in my second year, I co-founded an education nonprofit called Inspire STL. I grew that from a team of 4 volunteers to 14 full-time team members, and we serve today over 200 scholars, and our first 3 classes have all graduated from high school, have all been accepted to a 4-year college, and they're all doing well in their post-secondary journeys. And then Mike Brown happened. Mike Brown was shot and killed, and that called me to action. That helped me realize that my students' lives mattered, and not only did it matter in pursuit of their education, but they had to have the right to live so that they could pursue an education. So I did a lot of activism and protests and mobilizing in response to his death, and then that prompted me to run for school board. So I ran for the elected school board for St. Louis Public Schools and got elected in 2015. And then most recently, I stepped away from Inspire and started running a startup called Forward to Ferguson, which is focused on policy and systems change to address racial inequity in St. Louis. But in terms of my story about when I knew that wePower had to happen, I was originally applying for jobs post my leadership role at Inspire STL, and I knew it wasn't my passion, but I was trying to be a responsible adult. And I made the choice to attend a neighborhood meeting, and that neighborhood meeting was the instant affirmation and validation that wePower mattered and wePower needed to happen. And I knew that nothing else like this existed in the world. So I'm committed to founding wePower because, 1, this is what residents want, and this is what they're messaging every time I engage with them. 2, I love startups, new ventures, entrepreneurship, political power building, community engagement, so why not pair all of these things together to drive towards a transformative movement? And 3, this connects to my lifelong vision.